Hey guys, how you doing? Another long day, day two. Actually, I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of sunburned and stuff. It's really interesting. The day started off raining and it was really wet, and so it made it tough. I got soaked. Actually, my boots are about a foot and a half, about 12 to 16 inches tall, and stepped into this creek. It was probably about a foot, wide, and I stepped into it to cut down this tree and stepped right through instead. So it was very interesting. Got wet up to the knee. I don't know if you can hear that or not. That's lightning and thunder outside. There's some tornado watches right now going on, thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms outside. So right now in the bathroom of the hotel, not for any particular reason except for the lighting is the best here. Got a nice backdrop behind me, so but still, the day was very emotional. It started off with the rain and being a little bit miserable with that, but all in all, it wasn't really that bad in the beginning. In the afternoon, we went to this house, just like yesterday, trailer, trees fell down on it, caved in the roof, and this family, they just can't afford to pay what it would take to remove the house, and not only that, they can't afford to rebuild. And so we were there to tear down the old house to get the area prepared for a new house. And I mean, we really worked hard. We got most of the house gutted. Crews will go back out again tomorrow to try to do more. But it's really interesting because I met the family afterwards, and this woman, she was just surprised to see how many people came out. She was emotionally torn, and she's like, talking about how she, this tree and that tree and all, and there was this tree. I wish I took a picture of it. There was a tree. It was totally destroyed. Nothing left to it. It was probably about 16 feet tall, and on top of it, there was this little bird nest. So the owner said, don't take it down, because even though that tree fell and hit my house and destroyed my home, it's a home to a bird. And I'll cut it down come fall, but leave it there. And that's the type of people that I've been meeting today. I met this girl, this woman who, her and her kid, they hid, bunkered down inside of a closet as the tornado went by. Met this other man who's lost, had some damage and stuff, and remember, fields are damaged, and now they're being poured on by rain and all, and he's got 10 horses, and he's out there trying to take care of his neighbors, and this guy, his ankles were swelled up to the size of a cantaloupe because he's been working all day. He's on Lasix and water pills, and he shouldn't be out there doing this stuff, but that's the type of people these people in Henryville are, and the surrounding areas that were hit. I mean, guys, understand, this tornado was half a mile wide, and it traveled for 54 miles. There are a lot of houses. I mean, there were a lot of trees down, and it looks bad, but there are houses that used to be there that are not there anymore. I mean, literally no longer there. This family built a $500,000 house, and the house is gone. Completely gone. Not like, oh, you can see, like, gone. There's a story about the woman, and I was right around the block, didn't get a chance to go down there, but the woman who laid down on top of her children to protect them, either she lost her leg or whatever, but these are people who are just like you and I. We would do the same thing for our families and our friends. We would go out there, we would, sacrifice, if this happened right there at home. Some amazing people. People going through some really tough times. This one couple that I met today, they lost everything. They lost everything. Actually, the church that they that they were bunkered down in during the storm is destroyed. They lost everything. But you know what they're doing? They're volunteering at the Henryville Community Church. And they're giving up their time because they figure, we got the things we can take care of, taken care of. Let's go help our neighbors. Let's go help our neighbors. So I'm asking you guys to answer this question. Who's your neighbor? Is there somebody next door to you that needs help? Is there somebody across the street? Is there somebody in the next town over? The next state over? Who is your neighbor? I don't care what you do. Just do something. Because right now, there are people who don't know that their neighbors even still exist. We found out there were 5 families and thought everybody was gone. When they used to drive into Henryville, they used to be able to get what they need, but the people in Henryville can't live there, so they left. And now they're thinking, where is everybody? Because their neighbors are gone. Not because they wanted to, but because they had to. Town's going to need to rebuild. So here's my challenge. Here's my question to you. Because this Henryville Community Church, they're an awesome set of people. They have this warehouse where they're giving stuff away. I mean, my shirts were drenched, soaking wet. Boots were wet, and they're like, oh, go to the warehouse and they'll take care of you. They gave me free socks and t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts. Stuff that was given to them. They tried to give me boots, but I didn't want to mess too much, and the boots didn't fit. But anyway, that's the type of people these are. People of Henryville, Indiana, are people who really care. And if it was us, I believe that these people would come out to see us, to help us. So here's what my question. Here's what I want you guys to do. Henryville Community Church has 2 programs going on. One of the programs that I'm going to look into, the one that's really touching my heart, is this. They're going to rebuild the homes for those that they can. They're going to start with the disabled and the elderly, and they're going to take care of them. And I know that if they still have resources left, they're going to go and take care of whoever they can, because these people really care. They really care about their people. They really care about their community. They really care about sharing God's love. Will you help? Here, every one of you, this is what I'm asking, and I'll find out the details. You can post and keep an eye on either my Facebook page, Adam Clampett, or on my YouTube video blog, which is A Clampett. However it is that you find out this information, I want you to keep and pay attention. Let's sponsor one house together. Let's build one house together, whatever it costs. And I'll find that information out. And I know there's somebody out there who's watching, who's listening, or knows somebody out there who can match us. So if we can build one house, let's find somebody who will match us so we can build 2. Just imagine if everything you had was torn away, destroyed, and it looked like you had no hope. I know we can do this. Like I said, I'll find out all the details. I'm going to find out the cost as best. If not, at this time, if you guys want to, you can either go to my website, but understand, if you go to my website and donate on my website, there's no tax deduction, unfortunately. And I will redonate any monies that you send. If you go to aclampett.com, click on Tornado Mission Indiana, or Indiana Tornado Mission. If you click on that, you can actually donate right there. If you want to do that, go right ahead. Because what I'm going to do, and I've made this decision, is any monies that I have left over from my trip, anything that's remaining, I'm actually going to be donating towards the building of this one house. And so I'll know that at the end of the trip exactly how much. So if you want to go ahead and donate to that, go right ahead. But if you want to wait until I find out all the details, what we can do or how we can do it, I'll do that too. But reach into your pockets, reach deep. $1,000. One person, $1,000. Let's go down from there. $999, $998. Let's fill that. That's a great idea. Let's fill it. Let's fill it though. Let's fill it up. Can you donate $1? If you do so. If you can donate $2, do so. Let's go ahead and let's go through all the way up. What can you do? It should hurt. God says so. You should give with joy in your heart. But it shouldn't be easy. Just think about the woman with 2 coins. She had 2 coins. She gave it all. What can you give? Keep looking through my blog. Look at these pictures. I'm not just sitting, at home. I'm there, and I'm seeing this firsthand, and I'm telling you, it's an emotional roller coaster. You see people who are happy that you're there, and they're thanking you for being there, and then you see these people that are devastated, and they just need someone to reach out. In this church, like I said, the Henryville Community Church, they're doing stuff to help their neighbor. Help me. Help them.